the trauma that comes with coming to a new country with your old familial values. I think both are heightened in both the novel and our script. Both do a beautiful sort of seamless job of balance.
What was the most challenging part for you when bringing this project to life?
I think it was because the novel jumps forward and backwards in time.
Yeah.
Just keeping all of that, not just keeping it straight, but making sure that what we're saying at one point in time is actually reinforcing what we're trying to say in another. And it's not a linear structure, so it's much more complicated than usual.
I love that. And then this really interweaves real trauma in with the fantastical fairy tale element. How did you interweave that into kind of the costuming and set design as well?
Say it one more time, sorry.
So with the fairy tale element being kind of interwoven with the real life trauma, how did you want to reflect that in the costuming?
Right. Everything's important. Often you find the one sort of psychological, emotional signifier. Sometimes for me in costumes, that's color. You don't want one to overpower the other. So if you can often find a delicate balance through color or through a repetition of pattern, or it's mostly color for the trauma part. But and then the fairy tale part you're saying, because there's fairy tale in and of itself, but there's also that kind of ancestral tone of Norway and of Uganda, and that trauma, the fairy tale itself is Norwegian, but you just try to put it all out as a map in front of you in the beginning, I would say, and then weave it together like a beautiful cobweb. And hopefully you get that cobweb right.
You definitely did.
Thank you. It's 'cause of it.
And then what for you was the most essential aspect of the original novel that you wanted to really make sure shines through?
I think it's really the love that a parent has for their child, and I think Lillian's love for Apollo, and then Apollo and Emma's love for baby Brian. I think that's the thread that holds it all together, and so that's kind of just trying to make the moments when they are connected
And also
work.
Honestly, by the end of the season, I also
I would agree with that. I would go back to the trauma for my response. No, but I think I fell in love with the novel, and then I fell in love with the script separately. But the novel and the script both, what grabbed me to do the project in the first place was this immigrant story. Which is my mom's story and her love, just like Lillian's, but also the trauma that comes with coming to a new country with your old familial values. I think both are heightened in both the novel and our script. Both do a beautiful sort of seamless job of balance. But the trauma spoke to me, the triggeringness of old world, new world,
Not gonna get personal.
being in an unknown place, and the fear are riveting enough to hopefully come through our work together. You feel it viscerally. Hopefully.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then can you talk a little bit about your collaboration process of working together to bring this world to life?
And the question I
think the big thing we always but the thing we always do is we both have mood boards for everything, and it's really about communicating those and sharing those, and then the delightful moments when we both pulled that same photograph, and what she said earlier about throwing it all out there and then weaving it together. I think that's really a big part of the process where bring all as you're looking for images, this one speaks to you, and you choose that, and you have 100 of those or more, and then you do put them all out, and then you discuss okay, I see this, I see that too, and it's just about sort of trying to come to a cohesive headspace, But then, honestly, then you just go.
Yeah, you do. I mean, the timeline is so fast, right? It's a
Right.
marathon on speed, but speed racing at the same time. And so everybody has their pure take individually when they're reading the script and when they're gathering and hunting and researching, right? And then it's like a beautiful orchestra that happens with myself and Lester and Kelly, Victor,
Right.
you know, and the actors and the directors, of course,
Yeah.
Michael,
And the
Jay.
DP.
Yeah.
You know, so
What were you going to say?
I said, and the DP.
And the DP.
Right.
Sorry.
So no,
He's not here.
no,
But
they're not
yes,
here. But yeah, I think that's really the thing. I mean, it's a collaborative medium, which is why I
Yeah.
you know.
We're painting the same
Sacrificing. Yeah.
and so each paintbrush is important to the whole.
Definitely.
Yeah.